All right, guys, let's keep it simple. Stupid. What I talk about, guys, it's really simple math. In some of my videos, I'm getting some people asking or questioning what I'm saying. And I get it, okay? I understand. The majority of people in the snow removal industry do not charge properly. And what I am saying that I make and I charge sounds like a pipe dream. It sounds made up. It sounds fake. It's not. If you are doubting what I have said in the past videos, just really listen with open eyes and open ears. Get a piece of paper, get a pen. It's not rocket science with what I'm saying. First off, between the East and the West Coast, I will agree that what we are able to charge on the West Coast compared to anywhere in Central or of North America and the East side, we will always be charging more than the rest of you guys. The reason is because, in short, I guess people are accustomed to snow being present. Whereas in the West Coast, because it's so mild here, oftentimes the snow that falls is gone later that day. That's just what happens. It melts, it's gone. Or rain comes and it melts it away. Very rarely do we have snow last a whole winter or month or weeks. It doesn't happen very often. We had 1.5 feet of snow this year in one snowfall, and it was gone in 2 days, I think, maybe 3. Gone, just back down to green grass. We've got flowers coming out of the ground now. Bushes and trees are budding. It's February. We don't have the same winters as you guys do. So I get it. As far as what we charge and what you guys charge, it's not the same because we are in a completely different climate. It's a completely different animal. I was even in Calgary visiting a friend, and I was talking to him about the winter and how it's different and it's drier there, and we agree that salting doesn't happen up there as much, mainly because salt doesn't work in the negative temperatures that Calgary gets or the rest of North America compared to the West Coast, where we don't get very cold temperatures. I mean, -15 is extreme for here. We don't get it very often. Usually like -5 would be the low of the whole winter. So we don't get the same winters as you guys get. So it's different. But what we do get that you guys don't get is, because we're in a rainforest, we get frost forming regardless if there was any precipitation that night of rain or snow. We get ice forming on the ground regardless of any precipitation of rain or snow. It just comes from the air because we're so wet. So it's a completely different animal, and we have to service completely differently because of that. With that being said, I don't think any snow removal company should be charging peanuts for their services. We are in a high-risk industry. It is exceptionally hard on equipment, and the hours suck, guys. We have to be on standby 24/7. So I guess all that I'm saying here is that I will at first admit that it's completely different climates if you're on the East Coast or Central America or even Central British Columbia. It's just a different animal. You probably won't be able to charge what we charge over here. Having said that, you guys got to charge more than $100 a plow. That's stupid. Like, there's no reason in my mind that anyone that is sane would take the risk liability of any site and plow it for $100. I don't care that it takes 15 minutes. It just doesn't make sense. So let's talk about, when I'm saying that, oh well, my trucks make $1,200 an hour or more. Am I charging the clients $1,200 an hour? No, I'm not. They are making $1,200 an hour. So it depends on the average time that it takes to complete a site, and it depends on what rates you are charging for salting and plowing. Now, I did do a video of 5 different tiers of how to charge a complex based on the fact that, let's say it's the same square footage, but you'll have 5 different price rates depending on the type of complex it is. That means that the higher risk sites that you have, the more you will charge. Doing it this way, you can't just take high risk sites, because if I had 34, 35 high risk sites, I would be leaving myself quite exposed, because the response time to these high risk sites have to be paramount. They have to be quick. So I don't take a lot of high risk sites. In fact, I only take, I don't know, 2, 3. I'm willing to take maybe up to 5, but I don't take a lot of high risk sites. So you just have to keep that in mind when you are bidding on sites, that you don't want to just keep on taking these high risk sites unless you can provide very good coverage. So the type of sites plays a role for what you charge. And then that's also counting the plowing rate and the salting rate. So my sites, the average site takes 45 minutes to plow. I have some that take 2 hours. I have some that takes like 20 minutes. That's the average of all my sites. I don't take a lot of sites that are large. In fact, I don't like them. You guys can all have them. I usually respectfully decline them. I focus on the smaller sites because I want to get in and out of there as quick as possible. With doing it that way, we're able to keep the average down of 45 minutes per site, roughly. So if you can get in and out of somewhere and plow it for $500, not counting salting, just plowing, and you're in and out of there in 45 minutes, how much are you making an hour? How much are you charging out per hour? It's simple math. So if that's not counting salting, once you add salting on top of that $500 plow, you're easily into the $1,000 mark, and that's on a low risk site. That's just a $500 plow and a minimum charge of salting. So that is how you can charge $1,200 a site for, sorry, you're not charging $1,200 a site, but you're charging out $1,200 an hour at minimum. Okay, so full stop. Let's do the math again, because it was a little confusing there. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys. How is it that I charge out, or how is it that my trucks make $1,000 to $1,200 per hour? Is this: if one of my trucks is on a low risk site and they charge $500 for a plow, and they charge $300 to salt it, and they are there for 45 minutes, that means the total charge out that they did is $800 in 45 minutes. Divide that by 3, and that equals out to $266.66 per 15 minutes. Now multiply it by 4, and you get, I'm going to do it right now, by 4, $1,066.66. So guys, I'm not charging out $1,000 an hour. I'm charging out a per service, and I'm making sure that I have competent staff and competent equipment to do the sites quickly and efficiently. Simple math. Back to the video. Is that your average time and your average rates equal out to that. Now, if you looked at each individual employee or each individual truck, some are going to be bringing in like $2,500 an hour, and some are going to be bringing in $750 an hour. It depends on the site, and the conditions. For us, I don't do the tiers of you charge X amount of dollars for 2 inches, you charge a little bit more for 4 inches, a little bit more for 6 inches, and you keep going up. I don't do that. For me, it just keeps it simple. I don't need to prove anything that there was any depth of snow. I just plow it and I'm done, and I send a bill. So guys, it's just, like I said, it's just simple math. Now let's go into the $13,000 that I make a salting night. I mean, I don't know, without me disclosing every single complex that I have and every single site that I have, I don't know how to prove what I'm charging out. I mean, take my word for it, I guess. I don't know. If you don't want to believe me, that's fine. There's many of you guys that watch me that agree. So maybe it's time for you guys to chime up. Anytime you see some of these people that are saying, saying BS or your math doesn't make sense, maybe you should chime in. If it's just me, why should they believe me? And I don't blame them. Is everything true on YouTube, on social media, on the internet? No. So who am I for you to believe? I'm just someone trying to help out the industry. I get it. But guys, a lot of what I say is just simple math. And I don't know if it is the fact that people don't know how to do simple math and value their time. I don't know if that's what it is. I honestly, I'm at a loss. I have one guy that commented saying, so let me get this straight. You're going to charge $8,000 to salt one apartment one time. I have no idea how you came up with that. I have zero clue how you came up with that from any of my videos that I have said. I would love to have a complex, an apartment, that I can charge $8,000 for one service of saltings. That would be amazing. But I am nowhere near that at all. Not even within the realm. I look like a peanut company compared to an $8,000 a night salting. But quite frankly, I don't know any complex that you could get $8,000 a night. So again, your math is off. Just it's simple math, guys. It's not rocket science, but you do have to factor in all your equipment, all your repairs, all your time not spent just on site, but your time prepping, bidding. If you were to hire a staff member to do all your quotes and write up all your contracts and send them and get them signed and retrieve them and do all your invoices, if you were to factor in all that time that you're doing, you would charge out more. But a lot of you guys are doing this all for free and you're not calculating it in. It all adds up. I don't know, like I could have touched base. I'm at my destination. I'm gonna have to go, but I could have touched base a lot more on this subject in more detail. But again, I got a lot of my competition is watching these videos, and I can't really just say, well, I charge this much and I charge this much. Maybe I will get comfortable and maybe I will disclose all that. I mean, I just don't know. But guys, if you're charging $100 to salt and $100 to plow, I feel sorry for you. That's about all that I can really say about this. I wish you all the best. Ask questions. If you don't believe what I'm saying, guys, and you just can't wrap your head around it, don't get mad. Don't get furious. Get curious. Ask how. Ask why. Just ask. Listen to what I'm saying and read some of the comments below at what other people are saying, because I'm not making this up. There's way more money to be made than what you guys are charging or what some of you guys are charging out there. And I encourage you guys to just listen, watch, and listen to what I have to say and what other people are commenting on. Take care, guys.